What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Hustle and Grow, and my name is Ed. If this is your first time watching the channel, I am a reseller who sells on eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. My main platforms, of course, are Walmart and Amazon, but I started off on eBay. So in today's video, I want to talk about one of those platforms specifically, which is Amazon. So Amazon, being not only the juggernaut, but having the killer instinct that Amazon has, decided, you know what? We're not just going to sit back and let Shein and Temu just eat into, our market share. We're going to actually do something about it. And what did they decide to do about it? Or what are they deciding to do about it? Well, they are deciding to compete with them on the level that they're on, which is cheaper made items or cheaper items that sell at a lower sale price. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the article, and then I'm going to play a short video for you guys, and then I got some comments because a lot of this, I want to throw eBay in this mix too. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so this is from CNBC. Amazon plans to launch discount store in bid to fend off Temu and Shein. Okay, this was published June 26th. All right, not too long ago. Amazon hosted a closed door event for sellers in China where it presented plans for a new budget storefront that features low cost apparel, home goods, and other items. The storefront would directly compete with Temu and Shein, two emerging e-commerce sites with ties to China that have grown in popularity in the U.S. It's unclear when Amazon intends to debut the storefront, but the presentation notes it will start accepting products this fall. So that's coming up pretty soon. But what was I going to say? So they're going to China, right? It says they hosted a closed door event for sellers in China. So not only are they going to compete, but they're going right to where these companies originate to start getting sellers. I mean, that's savage, man. Amazon plans to launch a new section on its site dedicated to low price fashion and lifestyle items that will allow Chinese sellers to ship directly to U.S. consumers, CNBC has learned. The storefront, announced at an invite-only conference for Chinese sellers on Wednesday, will mark Amazon's most aggressive attempt yet to fend off growing competition from e-commerce upstarts Temu and Shein, which both have ties to China, the world's second largest economy. Temu and Shein have expanded their presence in the U.S. in recent years, luring an increasing share of American shoppers with their rock-bottom prices on clothing, electronics, home goods, and other products. Amazon's storefront will feature a range of unbranded items, many priced under $20, according to a presentation to Amazon sellers viewed by CNBC. A mock-up of the storefront showed, I do not know how to say that, Gia Shaw facial massaging tool. I know it's one of those rollers, if I'm mistaken, or might be the flat one. I can't remember. Arm weights and phone cases, among other items for sale. Amazon will ship the products directly from China to the U.S. with the goal of delivering them to shoppers within 9 to 11 days. So as you can see right there, this ain't going to be the prime items. They're not going to be getting your stuff in 2 days or even the next day. These items are going to take longer to get to you, but they're going to be cheaper. They're going to be cheaper, and they're coming directly from China. Think of that. They can't do it here because they won't be able to offer the savings, which is a shame that an American company has, in order to compete with foreign companies, has to actually base their, this storefront in one of the competing countries. It's crazy. Or not even necessarily maybe base it, but that's where everything's originating from. It's not originating from the U.S. The presentation shows. In the past, Amazon sellers in China have relied on the company's fulfillment services called Fulfilled by Amazon to send goods to warehouses in the U.S. before they are dispatched to customers. The company pitched the arrangement as cost savings for Amazon sellers in China It said merchants would be able to test new items through small batch production. Okay, so they're going to be selling new stuff too, huh? Merchants will be able to test new items through small batch production. So we're going to be getting a lot of off-the-cuff type of stuff. Yeah, okay. Shein uses a similar model referred to as on-demand manufacturing. There's a nice little small documentary out about that. Y'all should watch it. That on-demand manufacturing is crazy, man. You can't, but that's how they doing this cheap stuff, man. Whatever the latest fashion is, they hurry up, go to the printing presses, print up, some, whatever it is, outlines or whatever, and boom. It's like a cookie cutter type thing, man. You got the cookie cutter, you got your dough, you just bang out the cookies until nobody want them no more. And then you figure out the next thing somebody want, and you start doing the same thing. It's like those cookie cutter houses, just throw them up. All right, it's called on-demand manufacturing, producing a limited quantity of goods and manufacturing more as producing a limited quantity of goods and manufacturing more as demand increases. In a statement to CNBC, Amazon spokesperson Maria Bichetti said, "We are always exploring new ways to work with our selling partners to delight our customers with more selection, lower prices, and greater convenience." Bichetti declined to comment further on the company's plans, which were first reported by The Information. It is unclear when Amazon intends to debut the storefront, but the presentation notes it will start accepting products this fall. China-based merchants have made up a sizable contingent of Amazon's marketplace for many years. Oh, if you sell on Amazon, you know that. But the company is making a renewed push, and it's like they almost never get suspended. A renewed push to court sellers there as it faces growing competition. In December, Amazon announced a new innovation center in Shenzhen, a popular technology and manufacturing hub, and it also slashed the fees it charges merchants selling clothing priced below $20, which is good, but you get so many returns on clothes. I don't know. Amazon said in 2023, the number of items sold by Chinese sellers on the site grew more than 20% year over year, while the number of Chinese merchants with sales upwards of $10 million. That's crazy. That is crazy. So in just 1 year, the number of sellers from China on the site grew more than 20% year over year, and the number of Chinese merchants with sales upwards of 10 million increased 30%. That's crazy, y'all. But this ain't about that. All right, so that's the article. Now this video is saying the same thing, kind of, but I do want to. I want to play it for a reason. Let me go back. Let me go to that. Give me a second. All right, let me play this video real quick.
Guys, I literally have the biggest Temu haul ever.
Shoppers sharing their passion.
Temu has everything.
For online discount retailers, Temu and Shein, both with roots in China.
All these pieces are from the Shein mod.
I'll turn that closed caption off. Hey, you know what's crazy though? This was part of Shein and Temu's marketing strategy to pay all these people as affiliates to make these videos. There was even a bunch of resellers doing this, doing these Temu hauls and all of that, trying to get you to buy through their affiliate links. I mean, it's a smart strategy, but it don't mean necessarily that. I don't think people care, especially these days with inflation. A lot of people are going to buy like this, man, and I'm gonna get into what I think this means for a lot of resellers too.
Collection.
BC Pool vibes? Yeah. I like it.
The online retailers surging in popularity ship goods from China directly to U.S. customers, bypassing import fees, which helps keep prices down.
So there's an $800 threshold on tariffs for goods coming in from China. These companies keep the amount under that threshold, and they don't have to pay the same amount of tariffs.
Amazon now looking to fend off the growing competition. CNBC reporting the #1 online retailer in the U.S. is planning to launch a new low-priced fashion and lifestyle section with a similar model.
You know what? If nothing else, and I know a lot of us got a lot of bad to say about Amazon and all of that, but I'll tell you what I do respect. I respect the fact, and I don't know their motives or whatever. I respect the fact that Amazon is like, you know what? We ain't about to let y'all just come over here and like y'all run stuff. You know, y'all not about to just come over here with all y'all little cheaply made goods and think y'all going to steal market share. No, we're going to get our own cheaply made goods and we'll sell it to the people. Y'all ain't going to sell it to the people. We going to sell it to the people. But I respect that they competitive enough to actually do something about it. Way more than I can say for platforms like eBay.
Shein and Temu have really targeted younger shoppers, younger Gen Z consumer that wants maybe a higher volume of clothes for a cheaper price. Amazon has mimicked that. They've tried to keep their costs down themselves, and they're going after sort of that social media shopper.
Amazon plans more unbranded items, many selling for less than $20, according to a presentation reviewed by CNBC that Amazon executives showed sellers in China. Amazon soared to success in part by undercutting prices at traditional brick and mortar stores. Now it's feeling the heat from.
Well, let's not forget that they kind of, let's just say, borrowed ideas from other sellers who were selling on a platform and repackaged it as their own brand, you know, Amazon Basics. Just saying.
International startups once again rewriting the rules for shopping. Now, for Amazon customers used to those next day deliveries, these low prices would come with a longer wait time, probably more than a week. So we'll see if for shoppers, the price is worth the patience, Lester.
All right. Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
Now, I don't know. I think for some stuff, I don't think the price has to be really worth it to wait that extra time. I think for most people, the reason they shop on Amazon is because of that fast delivery time. So in order for me to wait a week instead of 2 days, I'm going to have to be saving like, I don't know, $30, 40, $50. For me personally, tell me what y'all think in the comments below. For me personally, I would wait, or no, I would pay. If there was like, let's just say I could save $20 by buying something through their, let's just say cheap storefront, as opposed to something that's just on the regular site, but I can get it in 2 days, I would just pay the extra $20 to get it in 2 days. Now, if it's maybe $30, $40, $50, I might wait that week. And it just depends on how bad I need it or how fast I need it. But it'll be interesting to see what type of things they put up on there. Now, two things I want to talk about, though. One is the just pure competitive nature and spirit of Amazon to say that we're not going to let these foreign companies come in here and just steal market share and not do something about it. Now, whether this will work and whether this will stave them off, that remains to be seen. But the fact that not only are they making a plan to do something, but they're taking action and it's out there, I got to respect that, because it's more than I can say for a platform like eBay. Because you got to think, yeah, eBay's model is somewhat different from Amazon and Shein and Temu. But however, eBay is an American company, right? It's based here in the United States, and still it's online sales, right? They are competing. And I know eBay doesn't necessarily have its own brand that is selling on the platform or whatever, but still, you know, we already know they're bleeding customers for various reasons, of course, not just because of Shein and them and Temu, but they're bleeding customers. And all they care about is making commercials about their authenticity guarantee and eBay autos. You know, when every time I talk to somebody who order auto parts, they would rather order from Amazon as opposed to eBay for the most part, because they say, one, shipping, and then two, the return process on Amazon is easier if they got an issue. So they don't even like to order from eBay for those two reasons mainly. But it just makes me look at eBay like, come on, eBay. Y'all can't come up with something, man. Y'all just going to let these come. And I'm not going to throw Walmart in here, because I don't think Walmart I don't think they really care about competing with the Temus and the Sheins. They do care about competing with Amazon. But that's probably not true. I think they do care about Temu and Shein. I do. But what they'll do about it, we'll see. I think a lot of the same sellers that sell on Amazon and all those Chinese sellers, A lot of them is on Walmart too, so it doesn't even matter. But I mean, look, Walmart's getting the app started. Y'all might have seen my short video. If you didn't, go check it out. But I made a short video. Walmart's beta testing the seller app. Once they start getting, I mean, look, Walmart's not letting up the gas either, guys. And so I'm just bringing this up to say, like, eBay has to really start living in the 21st century, man. And I'm not about to sit here and act like I know what they need to do. All right, that's just kind of presumptuous. I don't know their inner workings. I'm not the CEO. I don't know the inside info. But I will say this, just from the outside looking in, they're not doing enough. They're not doing enough. And if they want, like, no one's going to buy those parts from you if they can get them faster from Amazon and have less of a headache returning it. And a lot of that is happening on Walmart as well. And you can get the part, and depending on what it is, you know, you can go to Walmart and have them install it, whether it's tires or something like that. Not everything, but some stuff. But their return process is fairly easy as well. So I just don't think that those are the two things you should hang your hat on: eBay Auto and authenticity guarantee. Because at this point, I think most consumers, depending on what it is, for the most part, they don't care about authenticity guarantees unless it's something that's like high dollar. But that's not the main demographic, and that's not going to carry the platform, in my opinion. The other thing is this, and this is it. What does this mean for sellers overall? Okay, when you see something like Chinese sellers increase over that are doing $10 million in revenue or more, have increased 30% on Amazon. And I know that those same sellers are selling on Walmart. There's a lot of them on eBay as well. When you think about this push from these huge companies with billions of dollars, man, lots of money in the coffers, and they're making this push to provide value to the consumer at a very low price point, all because they can buy enough of it to get it at a low enough price. They can do it and make money and move enough volume where it's worth it. What does that mean for you and I, the smaller sellers? What does that mean for us? Because we can look at this, and I think, and my angle on this would be this: when you see bigger companies doing this, what does that mean for me, the small guy, the working out of my storage unit guy? I think we already can agree that the model that used to be feasible just only a few years ago, actually, of doing volume on eBay and actually making it, I think it's going to be harder and harder to do until it eventually becomes unsustainable for these two reasons. One, because of what's going on with the Amazons, the Sheins, Temus, and companies like that. And then two, because of rising postal rates and things like that. So when you have these elements coming together, it's going to force you as a seller to have to change some things in your own business. And so you're going to have to find items with a higher average sale price. You're going to have to source items with a faster sell-through rate. I mean, I think in these coming years, if I was to, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but over the next 3 to 5 years, guys, I think the landscape of reselling is going to change drastically. And the ones who survive are going to be the ones who don't just consume what's going on eBay or any specific platform, but who pays attention to the moves that these bigger platforms are making, the moves that these foreign companies are making, who are listening. They said that, man, I can't remember, go back in that video, something about the tariffs and $800. Either way, the point of it was that savings for the tariffs make it even cheaper for them. That's how they can do this and be able to offer these low prices. And so, you know, at some point it's going to be like you just kind of spinning your wheels in the dirt, but you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? You putting all this work in for very little reward. And so me personally, I just look at these things and I say to myself, man, in order for my business to survive, I have to continue to source items that are in demand, that have a good average sell price. Doesn't have to be super high, but it has to begin to absorb these. And not only that, but I need to look outside of my own what I got going on and think of other things that I can do to add revenue to the bottom line of my business. First of all, ways, and this is something I always talk about, but I've heard very few resellers talk about, things that you can cut that can bring money back to your bottom line. Very few resellers talk about this, man. There's a couple, but very few. And I hit on this all the time because I know what the type of impact that making cuts and finding things that you usually might pay such and such a price for cheaper. Right now, I'm going to start looking for other insurance companies, because the insurance company that I'm paying, Next Insurance, to carry my insurance for, like Amazon, man, I started off about 70. They got me almost to $100. So I'm about to start looking around, see if I can find something cheaper. Stuff like that can help the overall health of your business, and just adding other things. But guys, you got to pay attention to what's going on. eBay is going to end up in last when it comes to this race, because I don't see this killer instinct coming from eBay. I don't see this attitude from eBay of, we're not going to just let somebody come in and steal our market share. We're going to actually do something about it that makes sense, that's practical. We're going to do something that's going to help our sellers be more successful. We're going to, that brings me to this, what Shein and Temu was doing about the how they pay the influencers and got the affiliate links. Amazon has something similar, right, with the Amazon influencer program and all of that. Why can't eBay do something like that? Walmart got something like that too. And the eBay might. Look, let me know in the comments. I don't know if eBay does or not. If they do, they're not pushing it like they should, because all you hear about is Temu and Amazon and Shein. I don't see nobody doing eBay haul videos. Do you? Ain't nobody done an eBay haul video. So, I mean, eBay needs to really start looking at the social media aspect of e-commerce, and they really need to start leaning into that aspect of it. Stop chasing sellers away. Stop being retaliatory. Start bringing in influencers. Give them affiliate links, and start pushing out stuff like that, man, and letting them, drive traffic that way. I don't know. Look, again, I don't have the answers for eBay. All I know is that looking at the landscape of e-commerce in general, eBay's falling behind very, very quickly. I'm not saying they're going anywhere, guys. I'm not saying that. And I don't want them to, because I love selling on eBay, because eBay has its place in this space. But also, eBay's dominance is, we're witnessing, I wouldn't even say a slow death. Honestly, at this point, it's more than a slow death. So tell me what you guys think about this, though, with Amazon doing this cheaper storefront and offering these items at a lower price point, but it's going to take longer to get to. Is it something you think you'll be interested in? I don't know, man. There got to be a good reason for me to want to have to wait a week. Hell, even most eBay sellers are shit faster than that. I don't know. But look, man, hit that like button, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll check y'all in.